everyone, it's Sharon coming at you from Beach Therapy Counseling Services. So it's a beautiful Saturday here in Lakewood, Colorado, and today I wanted to piggyback off of my blog. So for those of you that are reading my blog, awesome, but I wanted to reach some of those of you that are not, and you can always read my blogs. I love to write, and it's just a really good way for me to communicate with anybody that kind of wants to learn new things about mental health or just taking care of ourselves, or sometimes I just write little silly ones about my life, and you can always read those at sgusmus, so sgusmus at wordpress.com. But my last blog was yesterday, and that was on the subject of overwhelm. And I have these super simple tools that help us with overwhelm that I just want to share with everyone, because I think that a lot of times we get in overwhelm and we think there's nothing we can do about it, but there is, and I want to share that with you. So overwhelm to me is separate from like anxiety in the way that overwhelm is something very specific. For me, overwhelm means we have 1,000 things to do this day, and we're either not up for it, we're tired that day, or we just don't have enough time to actually complete everything on our list, or we don't think we do. So a lot of times when we're feeling that level of overwhelm, and I know for myself, I just want to be like, well, I'm just not going to do it then. Like, we want to avoid it. Avoidance seems to be something that is a very common reaction to feeling those overwhelmed feelings. However, then it really just perpetuates the feelings, right? Because then you get to the end of your day and you look back at how productive you were at completing some of the things you know you had to get done, and you look and you're like, I didn't get any of it done. And you become even more overwhelmed at the prospect of that. So these are a couple techniques that have truly helped me to kind of deactivate the overwhelmed feeling. And I talked about one of these anyway in a past blog, and that's breathing. For me, I've learned the breathing through meditation. I can't stress meditation enough, but if meditation isn't your thing, you can learn the deep breathing techniques through yoga. There's even videos on YouTube just about learning how to deep breathe, and that's that breathing from the diaphragm. And I can't even tell you what a beautiful thing this has been for me, because once you learn how to get that deep breathing in and to count your breaths and to do some of those techniques, you can deactivate yourself in like a snap. It only takes a few minutes when you're feeling overwhelmed. So that would be step one. So even before you get into the overwhelm, start perfecting this technique. Just work on it in your everyday life, no matter what that is for you, whether it's meditation, yoga, or just watching videos and then practicing. Not a big deal. I mean, Lamaze even has, is a deep breathing technique. It's just learning that diaphragm breathing is going to be so helpful when you're feeling up here to kind of bring you back down here. So once you're kind of back down there and you've already done your breathing, step two is super simple too, and that's lists. I can't tell you what a lifesaver lists have been for me when I'm feeling overwhelmed. So I will start with my breathing, and then I automatically go to lists. Okay, what is it I have to complete today? And then I make a list. And then I refine that list even more by saying, okay, well, what do I want to get done first? What's the most important? And then I number them. And then from there, I refine it even more. And I say, okay, well, how long potentially can each one of these take me? And then I put that on there. Okay, that's fine. And then we're there. And then it's, what resources do I have already? And then what resources do I need in order to be able to complete those? And then I put that on there, and I keep refining it until I just feel better about my list. And then I go through it. I just start busting them out, and it's so motivating because you can start scratching them out and you start feeling good about it. And then, you have such a better attitude about all the craziness that life can bring at you. I know that lists have worked really well for me, and I give this task to my clients who really have the overwhelm quite a bit, because we juggle a lot, especially in this American society. We put on so many hats, from the chauffeur to our kids to the chef to, we have careers to laundry to everyday chores. I mean, you name it, we have it. And those are anxiety provoking, yes. But before you even get to the anxiety, you get to overwhelm. And you don't want to think about it. You don't want to do it. You just want to go about your day and pretend like it's not there. But we want to be productive and we want to know that we've accomplished the things that we have to accomplish in a day. So make your list and get super specific. Don't leave anything out. Don't leave any room. I mean, there's always going to be room for error, but leave as little room for error as possible. So if you think that could maybe take 15 to even an hour, give yourself the hour. So that way when it takes possibly 45 minutes, you're not like, well, why did I write down 15 minutes? That doesn't give me enough time. Just give yourself enough time for the margin of error, and you're going to find that these lists are going to be a lifesaver too. And then the last thing on here that I really want to mention is counting your blessings. So I always list out when I'm feeling overwhelmed and I've gone through my list, I'll also just make a small, quick list of my blessings of that day. I woke up today. That's usually the top of my list. My kids are healthy. I'm healthy. I mean, I go through a list of things that I have to be excited about, blessed about, and thankful for. And that helps because when we're feeling like in those bum hug moods because we're just totally overwhelmed with our tasks of the day or of life, it's nice to be able to look at things that we already have going for us. No matter how bleak things look, we have something going for us. So write those down and let yourself be reminded of that. And do that on a basis of whenever you feel like you need to make the list to help yourself with overwhelm, make it the priority of your last step to make a list of your blessings and your thankful things, because you want it to piggyback on that to remind yourself. And that can change. So I don't ever make a list where I just keep it somewhere. I make a list each time because it changes each time. Today I'm, thankful for new clients, and, tomorrow I might be thankful that, who knows. But you know what I'm saying is you want to make sure that you kind of update that because life gets updated all the time. I know my overwhelm list gets updated. It's different from day to day depending on the days that I have to write one. So I hope this is helpful for everyone. And again, I just encourage the deep breathing and I encourage learning it. And I encourage the lists. As silly as that seems, once it's mapped out and in front of your face, you're going to feel so much better about being able to complete some of that and not ignoring it. As always, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I hope you guys know that you can always reach out to me if you ever have questions or feedback, or if you want a counseling session. Just go to mybeachtherapy.net and I would be happy to just talk to you. All right, bye guys.